It's almost time to start. Like it and share. We're going to start in just a couple minutes. Say hello. One more minute. Good evening, everybody. We're getting ready to start in about a minute. Go grab your bowl of cereal. Get ready to go.
Is Bobby Jones, and I am honored to announce my candidacy as a Republican for the office of Knox County Sheriff. I am the son of the late Bobby and Pauline Jones. My paternal grandparents were Cy Bear Jones and Eulalia Calebs Jones of Green Road. My maternal grandparents were Arthur Vaughn and Pearl Lawson Vaughn of Woolham. I have deep roots here, and Knox County has always been home to me. I'm married to Leslie Jones. Together we're blessed with 3 beautiful daughters, Emma Jones, Reagan Mills and husband Brady, Lily Jones, and grandson Drake. At the age of 17, I joined the Army National Guard, where I proudly served for over 23 years, to include more than 21 years of active duty. Many people knew me as the National Guard recruiter, but I served in many different roles. After retiring from the Guard, I was able to follow my childhood dream of becoming a law enforcement officer. During my almost decade of policing, which it didn't take that long, I got to see the devastation that illegal drugs had on our families, our community, seeing the people that it was taking way too soon. If elected sheriff, I plan to wage a full-scale fight against illegal drugs using a 3-fold approach. Helping addicts get treatment and recovery support, no matter how many attempts it takes. Our people are worth it. Shutting down drug dealers by putting them in jail or running them out. Illegal drugs will not be tolerated in our county. Establishing the chaplain corps, reaching out to our pastors across Knox County to provide spiritual and emotional support for addicts, families, or anyone in crisis 24 hours a day. As sheriff, I will demand professionalism, respect, and dedication from every deputy. My deputies will be in uniform, and they will serve with pride, and they will share the love of the people of this county. I will also lead from the front. I will be on the work schedule, including nights and weekends. As a 24-hour sheriff who is approachable, reachable, and committed to serving the citizens of Knox County, from Barberville to Corbin. I humbly ask for your vote. Together we can build a safer, stronger Knox County.
No doubt in the world we live in today, security is our #1 priority. Let me tell you about the good folks at L4 Security Group. They offer surveillance, hiring solutions, risk management, guards, mobile patrol, and much more. Buddy Blair and John Blanton have over 60 years experience in the industry and protect over 12 states. Make sure you check out their new location at 116 Shiloh Drive in London, Kentucky. Thank you, L4 Security Group, for your sponsorship of the 13th Region Media Network.
The Martin family has been in the trucking industry for over 3 generations. My grandfather started this company selling salvage parts in the 1960s, and we're celebrating over 20 years as a Peterbilt dealer. Although we've grown and changed over the years, our focus has always been on you. We get it. When your truck's down, you're not making money. That's why we keep thousands of quality parts in stock so you can get back on the road as soon as possible. At Martin's Peterbilt, relationships matter, and that's why we've been around for generations. Come see us.
Gondolier's Italian Restaurant and Pizza had been around since 2009. They're locally owned and operated and enjoy sharing their made-from-scratch Italian favorites, such as oven-fresh pizza and the sweetest desserts in the London and surrounding community. They use fresh ingredients and offer something for everyone's taste: pizza, pasta, burgers, wings, sandwiches, and lots more. And don't forget those made-from-scratch cakes. Whether you're a beloved customer or for the first time, we'd love to welcome you to Gondolier's Italian Restaurant, off exit 41 in London.
Life is full of surprises. Some good, some unexpected. That's why you need protection for your home, your car, and your family's future. I'm Agent Jimmy Storm, your local Kentucky Farm Bureau agent, and I'll help you find personalized coverage that fits your needs and your budget. Call me today at 606-528-2030 for a free quote and a peace of mind.
If you have a building project, please consider the good folks at Aikens Construction and Excavating. Their company's history is rooted in a family legacy passed down from generation to generation. They have over 50 years of home building experience. They will build any size house. They've built commercial jobs such as banks, gas stations, and restaurants. And more importantly, they'll take care of the whole process. You won't have to worry about it. Call Jordan Aikens today, 606-215-7531. Proud sponsors of the 13th Region Media Network.
This is Donovan Storm here, the manager at the Kentucky Farm Bureau office, the South Laurel Agency here on West Cumberland Gap Parkway in Corbin. My office offers a full line of insurance products to protect your family and your business needs. We offer home, auto, life, health, workers' compensation, and business insurance. I have a friendly staff that's ready to assist you. Give us a call at 528-2030. Again, my staff is located at 1456 West Cumberland Gap Parkway, Corbin, Kentucky.
Let me introduce you to pharmacist Sierra Swords and the good folks at Heritage Pharmacy. Heritage Pharmacy is an independently owned pharmacy located within the Dayspring Regional Health Center at Cumberland Regional Mall. They offer prescription refills, consultation, OTC medications, immunizations, and have a convenient drive-through. They're open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. Call them today, 606-560-6580. That's Heritage Pharmacy in the Cumberland Regional Mall in Williamsburg.
We blaze trails where others won't, refusing to settle for the status quo. We hunger for something more, and we'll stop at nothing to achieve it. Riding across great plains, over mountain passes, and through the heart of America to see more, feel more, be more. This is our American dream. Ride with us.
Laurel County Sheriff John Root would like to wish all the student athletes of the 13th Region a very happy, successful, and injury-free season. He'd also like to invite you to come see the brand new state-of-the-art Sheriff's Office located at 1380 Kentucky 192 East in Laurel County. From all the staff serving Laurel County, we thank you for being. When it comes to protecting what you love, you want an insurance agent that cares more about you, more about your world, and more about what you need. And that's exactly what you'll get from Corbin Insurance Agent Zach Davison. He's my insurance agent, and he's an agent that doesn't just know about Corbin, but he lives here, and he wants to protect life here. Contact Zach today. It's located on Cumberland Falls Highway in Corbin, Kentucky. You're in good hands with Allstate. Are you ready to get more out of your television experience? Then consider the good folks at American Cable. Chris Markham and his crew will do their best to give you a great experience because they are your local dish premier retailer. They're located in the Oak Tree Plaza on North Laurel Road. Call them today at 606-712-4203. They have packages starting at $89.99 a month. That's American Cable, proud sponsors of the 13th Region Media Network.
When searching for a home, experience matters. And here at Clayton Homes of London, we've had the same management for over 25 years.
We take pride in servicing you from start to finish, beginning with our 1-year warranty and our award-winning service team.
Don't get caught up in home-only pricing. Our base packages include delivery, setup, footers, and heat pump.
Come on by, we'll treat you like family.
Have you heard about the store of Lily? Have you seen all the traffic? Let me tell you about my good friend, Lonnie Collins, a proud sponsor of the 13th Region Media Network. He has a store in Lily that has a little bit of this and a little bit of that, and all at a price that you can afford. He's overstocked. He's right in Lily between London and Corbin at 5547 U.S. Highway 25. Go see Lonnie Collins today. He'll take care of you. If you're looking to increase the value of your home, one of the best ways to do that is by your curb appeal and your landscape. You need to go see my friends Josh and Cam Maxey. This project here was my house. They did an unbelievable job and increased the value of my property by thousands of dollars. There's no job too big, no job too small. For all your mowing, landscaping, and curbing needs, call Josh Maxey today at dusk till dawn, 606-224-0715. The following is a presentation of the L4 Security 13th Region Media Network. It's time for the Martin's Peterbilt Game of the Week. Brought to you by Martin's Peterbilt of London, Kentucky. Your local Farm Bureau agents, Donovan and Jimmy Storm. Restyles Consignment Store on Ford Street in Corbin. Sierra Swords and the good folks at Heritage Pharmacy in Williamsburg. Wildcat Harley Davidson in London, Kentucky. Your local Allstate agent, Zach Davison from Corbin. The L4 Security Group in London, Kentucky. Your premier dish provider, American Cable. Lonnie Collins and the Store of Lily. Clayton Mobile Homes of London, Kentucky. Dusk Till Dawn, Lawn and Landscaping and Curb Appeal. Aikens Construction and Excavation. All sponsors of the Game of the Week here on the L4 Security 13th Region Media Network. Welcome. I'm glad to have you with us tonight here on the Martin's Peterbilt presentation of In the Huddle on the L4 Security 13th Region Media Network. I'm your host, Ronnie Smith. Happy Sunday night to you. Can you realize 2 weeks and it's going to be February? January is the hottest month in basketball. District plays ramped up big time this week. A lot of schools solidifying their place in their district. A lot of teams upset. A lot of teams with big wins. It's just been a great week. And we've got a great show lined out for you tonight. We've got Coach Winland from South Laurel Lady Cardinals. And we've also got Josh Maxey going to be with us a little later. But our first guest tonight is one of the guards from South Laurel. And he is a senior and having a great year so far in his senior campaign. Like to welcome to the
13th Region Media Network, Mr. Garrison Brown. How you doing tonight, my friend?
I'm doing good, Ronnie. What about you?
Buddy, I'm proud of you, man. I had the flu, actually, and I was flat on my back the other night. Had a chance to watch the WYMT Game of the Week. There you guys go down to Whitley County, and it's in the third quarter, and Whitley County's up by like 10 or real close to 10. And, brother, you kicked it in gear, man. Talk a little bit about that game Friday night, man. It was a great atmosphere down there at Whitley County, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's pretty loud down there.
Yeah, I think it's cool how they have the student section on that one end.
Yeah.
Don't you think that that's what they need to do at the arena during the region tournament? Wouldn't that be awesome to bring the student sections in like that?
It'd be great.
I can't imagine your Cardinal crazies down there, how that would be.
Yeah. Get everybody there, it'd be loud.
So let's talk a little bit about the game, man. How did you keep from panicking being down double digits on the road at Whitley County?
Just the brotherhood around me, just getting everybody to, trust in me and I'll trust in them, and kind of just the effort. We never quit playing until the final buzz.
Well, that is definitely for sure. And for those of you that didn't see the stats from the game, Mr. Garrison Brown here finished with 5 3-pointers in that game, was ripping them left and right, coming off screens, coming off fast breaks. Man, if people haven't played basketball or maybe they have and not been able to do that, what's it feel like, man, when you get in a rhythm like that and it feels like the goal's as big as an ocean?
It feels great. It feels like I couldn't miss, but it also comes back to my teammates trusting me and keep passing me the ball, knowing I can hit them shots.
Well, that's big, and the big thing too is you only shot 6 and you hit 5 of them. So you can't be much better than that as far as efficiency. I'm sure Coach Davis wished maybe you would have had 4 or 5 opportunities to shoot 4 or 5 more. But let's talk a little bit. One thing that I think the South Laurel is always notorious for is their defense. Talk about Coach Davis and Coach Hamlin and Coach Smith and those guys around you. The philosophy of defense to be a South Laurel Cardinal.
Well, we take playing defense really, really hard down in the South, because obviously if they can't outscore us, we just play defense and try to get as many steals as we can.
Well, your defense came up big in that fourth quarter, man, without a doubt. And so you got Blaine and you and Landon and Caden, special group of seniors here at South Laurel. What do those guys mean to you?
A lot, knowing that we all got to come together, be leaders on a team when things don't go well like it did Friday night. We kind of just came together, tell them just play for us and let's go get the win.
So hey, I can't believe you're a senior, man. I remember you just a young kid coming out there and watched you coming up and all that. Let's go back a few years ago. Who were the ones that were in your shoes now that you looked up to big time, that you kind of wanted to be like, or that kind of took you under the wing when you were just a young 8th grader, freshman, sophomore?
Well, we had Parker Payne, Ashton Garland, Eli Gover, and Jordan May was up there playing.
Yeah, and man, that's some pretty good players to have came up around. So what about your future plans, Garrison? Like, what's going to happen to you down the road? Where do you see yourself maybe 5 years from now?
I'm planning on going to trade school, looking into that. But if not, EKU, be a physical therapist.
Wow. Well, man, that would be good. They definitely need those around. That's for sure. But you just what I always like about you and watching you and knowing who your family is and watching you all these years, you don't get too rattled. You don't get too high. You don't get too low. You kind of keep an even keel out there. Is that something that comes natural for you, or is that something you kind of have to work at?
Well, ever since I've been little, my dad always said, give me 110%. Don't freak out when hard times come. And it's kind of our memo, never too high, never too low.
Well, that definitely describes you, man, and I can just see that. And I've watched you play some big games, and man, you guys got a big game Tuesday night coming up to Corbin. You've already played them once. How important is that game to come on the road after coming on the road at Whitley County for you guys to get that big district win?
We'll play Corbin Tuesday.
Is it Tuesday? Is it Tuesday, Corbin? Or is that we know Whitley? Whitley's Tuesday. I'm sorry. You guys have Williamsburg, right? Okay, my bad.
Yeah, we got
you're
Williamsburg
right.
Tuesday. Yeah,
you got Williamsburg.
All them games are important. So,
well, they really are. And don't you think? And don't you agree with me too? Yeah, you're like, man, we just played Corbin last Tuesday. Yeah, you're right. You got a little more time, but think about the district this year. With you and Whitley County and Corbin, depending on that Corbin-Whitley County game is going to be a big game Tuesday night to see how that they will. You have split with those two teams. If Corbin wins, they're in the driver's seat. But what if Whitley County wins? And then there you are, 3 teams with 1 loss going to play each other again. You have to take care of business against Williamsburg Tuesday night. Yeah. So that makes it really, really big. So I feel like the district is more wide open this year than it's been in several years. How do you feel about the competition?
I agree. It's pretty even all around, but
yeah, the big thing is not too many highs, not too many lows, right? Just keep playing and play hard and do everything that you do. Well, I know Coach Davis is really proud of you, and I'm proud of you. Your community's proud of you. And we just wanted to get you on the show tonight and give you some love for hitting those big 5 3-pointers the other night. I believe God has something special in store for you, Garrison, and you're a great young man. And if there's ever anything that we can do for you here for the 13th Region Media Network, we're here for you, buddy.
Okay.
All right. Thanks for joining us tonight.
Thank you.
That's Garrison Brown, man. Hit 5 big 3-pointers the other night in a big win. On the road at Whitley County. Whitley County had that game in hand pretty much in the third quarter, up by double-digit points. But Whitley County had great defense early, and then South Laurel's defense really, really, really stepped up big time, and it made a really, really big difference. So we're going to take a look here at some of our weekly awards, so that we can give some of these student athletes some great love tonight here on In the Huddle, Martin Peterbilt presentation on the L4 Security 13th Region Media Network. First off tonight, let's take a look at the Girls Cheerleading Squad of the Week, brought to you by American Cable. Goes to the Williamsburg High School Jackets. They are the Girls Cheerleading Squad of the Week. Congratulations. Now we go to the Boys Cheerleading Squad of the Week, and brought to you by American Cable. Goes to the Whitley County Colonels Boys Cheerleading Squad. You are the cheerleading squad of the week. Jordan Akins and the folks at Aiken Construction sponsored the Blueprint Playmaker of the Week. It's Millie Roberts. He had a big week this week. Congratulations, Millie Roberts, on being the Blueprint Playmaker of the Week, brought to you by Aikens Construction. And for the boys from North Laurel, Mr. Jordan Rollins. He's the Blueprint Playmaker of the Week, brought to you by Aikens Construction. Congratulations, Jordan. Now, Sierra Swords and the folks at Heritage Pharmacy sponsor the Academic Student Athletes of the Week. From OBI, Jacqueline Lewis is your Player of the Week, Academic Students Athlete. Congratulations to that young lady. And on the boys' side, Mike Cunningham from OBI is the Boys Academic Student Athlete of the Week, brought to you by Heritage Pharmacy and Sierra Swords. Congratulations, Mike, on your academic achievements this week. Let's look at the American Cable Student Section of the Week for the boys. Goes to the Whitley County High School Colonels. They had a great student section, South Laurel, the other night. And that's brought to you by the good folks at American Cable. And on the girls' side, student section of the week, those crazy Cardinal fanatics from South Laurel supporting the Lady Cardinals. their American Cable Student Section of the Week. Let's take a look at the boys' Defensive Player of the Week, brought to you by Kim Crowley. It's Aiden Wagers. His nickname is the Bear. He looks like a bear there. He's the boys' Defensive Player of the Week from Clay County, Aiden Wagers. Also brought to you by Kim Crowley, the girls' Defensive Player of the Week from North Laurel, Mariella Claybrook, 2 weeks in a row. Had some big blocks the other night. She is the Defensive Player of the Week here in the 13th region. We'll go on to the USA RV and Auto Sales. Mr. Shane Tarbin, this week's key piece from Knox Central High School, Mr. Evan Taylor. Evan had a great week, and he is the Spark Plug of the Week, brought to you by USA RV and Auto Sales. And for the girls, Shane Tarvin sponsors that as well. Lauren Parton from Lynn Camp. Man, she's having a phenomenal year. Congratulations, Lauren, on a great season so far. You're the USA RV and Auto Sales Key Player of the Week. Take a look at the Team of the Week, brought to you by Revolution Physical Therapy. On the girls' side, on fire, the South Laurel Lady Cardinals. They are the girls' basketball Team of the Week. And on the boys' side, North Laurel, sponsored by Revolution Physical Therapy. They are your boys' Team of the Week. We'll go on and take a look at the girls' Player of the Week, brought to you by Scott Lisenby. Good old Scott Lisenby there, attorney at law. Goes to Callie Jones from South Laurel. Averaged almost 15 points a game and 6 big rebounds. She is the girls' Player of the Week in the 13th region. And on the boys' side, brought to you by Gondolier's Italian Restaurant. The boys' Player of the Week is no other than Reese Davison from North Laurel. Reese had a big week, 23 points a game, and finished with 7 rebounds a game. He's the boys' Player of the Week. Let's take a look at the boys basketball top 5 breakthrough players of the week, brought to you by Shoe In, Evan Ellis and Trey Person from Corbin, Kobe No from Harlan, Jordan Rollins from North Laurel, and Landon Rose from Lynn Camp. That's your top 5 breakthrough players of the week, brought to you by Shoe In. The top 5 boys players of the week: Garrison Brown, 5 big 3-pointers against Whitley County. He's from South. Blake Burnett from Bell County. Reggie Cottrell from Harlan County. Reese Davison from North. And Aiden Grubb from Clay County. That's brought to you by Sheriff Don Root from Laurel County. The boys' top 5 players of the week in week 7. We'll go to the girls' top 5 players of the week, brought to you by Save Right Home Care. We have Allen from Bell County, Marlena Claybrook from North, Callie Jones from South, Macy Messer from South, and Macy White from Clay County. Congratulations, girls. You are the week 7 top 5 players of the week. Now we'll look at the week 7 girls breakthrough players. These girls are breaking through, having a great week, brought to you by Shoe In. Rachel Howard from Pineville, Emily Lambert from Middlesboro, Shelby Mills from Knox Central, Lauren Parton from Lynn Camp, and Cheyenne Raymer from Harlan. Congratulations on being the breakthrough players of the week, brought to you by Shoe In. Now we'll go on to the watch list. These are the Player of the Year candidates. On the girls' side, brought to you by Scott Lisenby. And there are some diaper dandies on there, some young players, some of the older players that are on that list to be Player of the Year on the girls' side. On the boys' side, brought to you by Heron Family Dentistry, here's your boys' watch list. take any one of those guys. They're going to be great athletes. We'll finish out our weekly awards, taking a look at the Week 7 Top 10, brought to you by Chew In London. The girls' Top 10 teams of the week from number 10, Jackson County. Number 9, Pineville. Number 8, Harlan County. Number 7, Whitley County. Number 6, Clay County. Number 5, Corbin. Number 4, Bell County. Number 3, Knox Central. Number 2, North Laurel. And for the second week in a row, the number 1 team voted by the 13th region poll, the South Laurel Lady Cardinals. And our last one, the boys, brought to you by Barrett and Blevins, attorney at law in Corbin. The boys, top 10 for week 7. Harlan at 10. Jackson County 9. Knox Central 8. Harlan County 7. Whitley County 6. South Laurel 5. Corbin 4. Clay County 3. Bell County 2. And for the 7 weeks in a row, the number 1 team in the 13th region is the North Laurel Jaguars. And that is brought to you by the good folks at Baird and Blevins, attorney at law here in Corbin, Kentucky. We, without further ado, are excited to I'm going to clear this award off here so that we can see our next guest on here. I'm going to hide that. And bear with me right here just a second, Coach. Coach Wendland is with us from South Laurel. There he is. How you doing tonight, Coach? It's good to see you.
I'm doing good. Thanks for having me.
Well, I hate I had to miss you early, but, man, I had one of those precious grandbabies, and they live all the way in Boone, North Carolina, so Papa had to make a quick trip over there. Missed you early in the season, but congratulations, Coach. Your team's on fire and having a great season so far. Let's talk about your team a little bit and what's been happening here at South Laurel.
Well, we've played pretty well throughout the year, to be honest with you, and we set our schedule up to be very difficult. Over Christmas we played. At one time we had 9 ranked teams in 10-game stretch. So, it made life pretty tough, but it also helped us. We lost some of those games on one weekend. We actually lost 3 games in a weekend, but we played without Skeeter Mabe, who was sick with the flu, and we were going through some illness right there after Christmas, and we kind of righted the ship and went over to Taylor County on the road and got a great win there in overtime, and then parlayed that into a Monday night win against North, and we just kind of taken off since then.
Coach, let's talk about, obviously last year was your first year to the area. Sure, you watched film on other schools, but you didn't know what it was like to go to North. You didn't know what it was like to go down to Whitley County. People tried to tell you. How much more easier is it for you having that year under your belt and kind of knowing what you're expecting from week to week?
Yeah, it's that not only parlays into me, but it also our kids has had a year underneath me, and they're learning a brand new system. They're not thinking as much. They're just playing and reacting to things we want to do. And, basketball's a reaction sport. So, if you're thinking, you're not reacting. So, that has helped tremendously with my kids. And then with me, it's just getting familiar with the area and the expectations on, the boy-girl doubleheaders in the district. And, I tried to set our schedule up so we'd have a lot of Friday, Saturday games getting ready for the region. And, it's been a little easier the second time around, no doubt, with just getting comfortable with everything going on.
Well, obviously, Macy Messer, your junior, and Skeeter Mave, your other junior, two of your top three leading scorers of your team, providing you some great leadership. And I remember us talking last year, and you saying, "You know what? These girls, they're going to learn how to play defense." And Coach, I love watching your team play defense. They bought in, and you've got some great leaders out there.
Yeah, we do. We got Aubrey Bundy's our only senior, and she's leading us really well. And then we got Skeeter and we got Macy, and the kids have bought into it. Someone asked me, a coach asked me, the Queen of the Comma, how you get them to play so hard and play so well defensively, and I said, well, they really don't have a choice. They're just, if you're not going to defend here, you're not going to play. And we didn't think we played as a coaching staff very well defensively at all Friday night at Whitley, and we had a good film session breakdown, kind of a come to Jesus meeting with them on defense, and we went out and gave up 26 points that evening to Wayne County. So worked on it a lot today in practice, and we do it every day, but we emphasize it quite a bit.
One thing people may not realize about your team, you mentioned Aubrey and Macy and Skeeter, but you probably from top to bottom have one of the youngest rosters in the 13th region. With Callie Jones and Riley Bretz, two of your top five leading scorers are freshmen, and your sixth leading scorer, Mackenzie, she's just an eighth grader. Talk about these young girls having the opportunity to step up in the 50th district in the 13th region, Coach. Getting these young kids to buy in, man, that's a blessing for you.
Yeah, it is. This has been a blessing. This move here is a blessing. The team's a blessing to me. Last year when I walked in the doors in July, late July, I got here and we had two kids that could drive a car, and I'm like, holy cow, this is crazy. And, we're starting two freshmen, two juniors and a senior. And then we're playing, like you said, we're playing Mackenzie Fannin off the bench as an eighth grader. Shelby Smith's a freshman. Mia Hibbert is a freshman. We're playing Emma Adams as a junior. So we got a lot of kids on the bench. Lexi Mester's a sophomore. Hallianna Massey, eighth grader. Kenna Andis, freshman. So, there's a lot of, we're experienced. It's kind of weird. We're a very experienced team, but we're also very, very young. So future looks pretty good for us.
Yeah, it really does. I mean, obviously you're going to miss Aubrey when she graduates, but with Macy and Skeeter stepping up, having another year, and these girls coming up, it tells a lot about the grade school programs in Laurel County with all the grade schools, and that's a compliment to your middle school program.
Right. When I got here, I coached the seventh grade last year in the middle school, and this year I coached the seventh and the eighth grade, and some of the sixth even. So, I wanted to be really invested in the whole program because, those 3 years are vital to their success down the road. And, we've got, Coach Jones has been wonderful in our program of helping me all the time with the younger kids. And, that's where you develop them, and that's where you get the culture started. And, it's been fun. This has been a fun ride so far.
Well, we just wanted a chance to get you on here and brag about your team and brag about the girls and the success so far. And, district play started and getting ready to keep on going there. And before you know it, Coach, it's going to be district tournament time.
Right. Yeah, it's we're looking about a month away, little over a month away. And, we got the district teams, and we play some pretty good teams down the road coming up. We go Saturday to J-Town to play Valley. We played them in the Queen of the Commonwealth, so quality opponent. We still have North Laurel to play out of district. We've got Highlands in a classic to play, and then we got Campbell County at home. So we've got, some more really difficult games to play, but I think that just makes us more prepared and better down the road when, you get to the district and then you get to the region. So when, you win the region, you're going to the RUP and the Sweet 16, and we don't want any surprises there. So we tried to play as many teams as we thought that could win their region and be there. So when we got there, there's no surprises. So hopefully we can continue to get better every day, and our goal is to get to RUP. So that's what we want to do.
Well, I've always heard that old analogy: defense wins championships, and either way, the road to RUP is going to go through Laurel County. It's going to have to come up Highway 25 before you hit 75. I think Laurel County is got the monopoly right now. And there's some great other teams. Don't get me wrong, but it's definitely going to go up Highway 25. And man, we just wish you the best, Coach. If there's anything I can do to help you, let us know. But thanks for giving us a few minutes tonight.
Yeah, and you hit the nail on the head. We tell the kids every day, defense travels. There's going to be games when, you don't shoot it very well and you don't play very well, but you can't have a bad defensive night. And that's what we hang our hat on, like you said, and we'll just see what happens down the road. But, we're excited about our opportunity, and, we have some big challenges coming up, and hopefully we're ready for them.
All right. Well, Coach, thanks for being with us. We'll have a couple of the girls on a little bit later in the year. I'll reach out to you.
That'd be great. Thanks for having me.
All right. Thanks, Coach Windland. Appreciate you.
Yep. Go Cardinals.
That's South Laurel Lady Cardinals head coach Todd Windland, and they are rocking. #1 team 2 weeks in a row in the 13th region. Of course, Eddie Mahan's team in North Laurel, they're the first few weeks, but South won game 1. They'll play again. And, man, you want to talk about an intense game, a north-south boy-girl doubleheader. I tell you, those can be something that's great. And Coach Windland, he's just a class act ever since he's came to the region. He's always, every time we reach out to him, he's always willing to promote his kids, and we appreciate him every time he has a chance to be on and talk about his girls. He'll do that, and he's made our region better, and we're glad to have him with us. So we're going to take a break. When we come back, Josh Maxey's going to be with us. You're watching Martin's Peterbilt presentation of In the Huddle here on the L4 Security 13th Region Media Network.
No doubt in the world we live in today, security is our #1 priority. Let me tell you about the good folks at L4 Security Group. They offer surveillance, hiring solutions, risk management, guards, mobile patrol, and much more. Buddy Blair and John Blanton have over 60 years experience in the industry and protect over 12 states. Make sure you check out their new location at 116 Shiloh Drive in London, Kentucky. Thank you, L4 Security Group, for your sponsorship of the 13th Region Media Network.
The Martin family has been in the trucking industry for over 3 generations. My grandfather started this company selling salvage parts in the 1960s, and we're celebrating over 20 years as a Peterbilt dealer. Although we've grown and changed over the years, our focus has always been on you. We get it. When your truck's down, you're not making money. That's why we keep thousands of quality parts in stock so you can get back on the road as soon as possible. At Martin's Peterbilt, relationships matter, and that's why we've been around for generations. Come see us.
Gondolier's Italian Restaurant and Pizza had been around since 2009. They're locally owned and operated and enjoy sharing their made-from-scratch Italian favorites, such as oven-fresh pizza and the sweetest desserts in the London and surrounding community. They use fresh ingredients and offer something for everyone's taste: pizza, pasta, burgers, wings, sandwiches, and lots more. And don't forget those made-from-scratch cakes. Whether you're a beloved customer or for the first time, we'd love to welcome you to Gondolier's Italian Restaurant, off exit 41 in London.
Life is full of surprises. Some good, some unexpected. That's why you need protection for your home, your car, and your family's future. I'm Agent Jimmy Storm, your local Kentucky Farm Bureau agent, and I'll help you find personalized coverage that fits your needs and your budget. Call me today at 606-528-2030 for a free quote and a peace of mind.
If you have a building project, please consider the good folks at Aikens Construction and Excavating. Their company's history is rooted in a family legacy passed down from generation to generation. They have over 50 years of home building experience. They will build any size house. They've built commercial jobs such as banks, gas stations, and restaurants. And more importantly, they'll take care of the whole process. You won't have to worry about it. Call Jordan Aikens today, 606-215-7531. Proud sponsors of the 13th Region Media Network.
This is Donovan Storm here, the manager at the Kentucky Farm Bureau office, the South Laurel Agency here on West Cumberland Gap Parkway in Corbin. My office offers a full line of insurance products to protect your family and your business needs. We offer home, auto, life, health, workers' compensation, and business insurance. I have a friendly staff that's ready to assist you. Give us a call at 528-2030. Again, my staff is located at 1456 West Cumberland Gap Parkway, Corbin, Kentucky.
Let me introduce you to pharmacist Sierra Swords and the good folks at Heritage Pharmacy. Heritage Pharmacy is an independently owned pharmacy located within the Dayspring Regional Health Center at Cumberland Regional Mall. They offer prescription refills, consultation, OTC medications, immunizations, and have a convenient drive-through. They're open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. Call them today, 606-560-6580. That's Heritage Pharmacy in the Cumberland Regional Mall in Williamsburg.
When searching for a home, experience matters. And here at Clayton Homes of London, we've had the same management for over 25 years.
We take pride in servicing you from start to finish, beginning with our 1-year warranty and our award-winning service team.
Don't get caught up in home-only pricing. Our base packages include delivery, setup, footers, and heat pump.
Come on by, we'll treat you like family.
If you're looking to increase the value of your home, one of the best ways to do that is by your curb appeal and your landscape. You need to go see my friends Josh and Cam Maxey. This project here was my house. They did an unbelievable job and increased the value of my property by thousands of dollars. There's no job too big, no job too small. For all your mowing, landscaping, and curbing needs, call Josh Maxey today at dusk till dawn, 606-224-0715. And we're back here on Martin's Peterbilt presentation of In the Huddle here on the L4 Security 13th Region Media Network. And I'm excited about our next guest. He's a friend of mine. Think the world of this guy and Cam. They are just phenomenal. But he also has a lot of ties to the region, from high school all the way up now coaching on the coaching staff for Coach Sizemore at Bell County. He's a proud sponsor of the 13th Region Media Network and all the student athletes, not just those from Bell County or Laurel County where he's from, but for all the area. And just a class act, a great guy. I'd like to welcome to the show tonight, no other than the myth, the legend, Mr. Josh Maxey. How you doing tonight, my friend?
Hey, good, Ronnie. Thanks for having me on.
Well, I know that you're probably watching the game, so I'll try to get you back by the fourth quarter, okay? You might just have to miss one.
You're good.
But Josh, just thanks for joining us tonight. First off, before we talk any business or anything about what's going on with that, Bell County Bobcats, man, is looking strong. We knew coming in North Laurel, Bell County would be 1 or 2 in the region, and I think both teams have lived up to their announcement.
Yeah, we've had a lot of work we've put in with this group. This group, we've had them for about 6 years together, and it's finally we've took a lot of lumps along the way. Ronnie and Coach Sizemore, man, he's just a program builder, man. He builds that program from Head Start all the way up, and I think we're finally starting to see some fruits of our labor, and I'm really happy for these boys, man. I don't know what everybody else has going on, but I can't imagine anybody's put more work in their program than our kids have, and just I'm just happy for them, to finally see some success. It's really paying off. Their hard work is.
And I just can't wait until North plays Bell County. That's a game circled on the calendar, my friend. That's a game that I
Yeah.
know. Well, I know one game at a time. Don't look ahead, but man, it's going to be great when it happens. And I just think the crowd will be great. And we'll be there covering it and everything. And it's just 13th
Yeah.
region basketball is special.
Yeah, it's a weird dynamic. I played basketball at North Laurel. Now my youngest son, he's a middle schooler at North Laurel. So it's a weird dynamic for me, but trust me, I'll be all Bell County.
Yeah, well, you got to be, man. No
Yeah.
way to have it. But working for a guy, let's one thing about Coach Sizemore, class act, by the way, very big supporter of the 13th Region Media Network. Anytime I need him, he's always there. But he's all business, man, when it comes to work. And you talk about him and you and Napier and the different guys on your staff. It's not just, okay, you show up freshman year. Like you mentioned, from the grade school, I've seen him at the middle school games for Bell County. He lives and breathes Bell County basketball.
Man, it's just I've never I come from a blue collar hard work, and I've had to work my tail off, but I'm telling you, man, to see a guy to put in the time, the effort, the determination that Brad and even Nick too, man, they're both, it's and those guys have large families. Brad has 4 kids. He's
Yeah.
Nick has 4, and those guys, man, just to be able to manage and find the time. I mean, they do so much stuff that it's not nearly, not even remotely on the varsity level. I mean, they have their little boys. I mean, they'll be in Hazard on Saturday morning, and we'll have then they'll have a JV, a freshman, a varsity game Saturday evening. I mean, it's just like, man, it's unbelievable to me. I wish I loved something as much as those guys love doing it. And it's different when you have your own child out there doing it, man. It makes it, it makes it a little more easy to justify, your time. And those guys, man, I've got the ultimate respect for those guys.
Yeah, well, I want to talk about you, man, and had you come out to my place, and I've shared it everywhere and showed people, had people stop by, and the Lord's blessed you with a phenomenal business, but not just talking about the curb appeal, but right now people need to understand if they want their businesses or their yards taken care of by dusk till dawn, they don't need to wait till the grass starts coming up out of the ground. They need to get a hold of you right now.
Man, I do, and I appreciate those kind of words, Ronnie. I think we do. We put a lot of pride in what we do, and I run my businesses like I do. Like I do a basketball team. Man, listen, I'm a coach. I'm not. I'm there to encourage my employees, and I'm friends. I mean, and anybody that knows me through basketball. Like, listen, when we play each other, we're trying to beat you, but I'm the guy who's gonna after the game, man. I want to, hey, man. I'm almost to the point where, like, as I've gotten older, I feel bad about when we beat one of my buddies, and that's how I run my
Yeah, yeah.
business. My customers are my friends. I'm going to do whatever I can to make it worth their time and to show that they got the value for what they've done. And we try to diversify, and we do a lot of things so we can not, we can do a lot of things while we're at your house that you've been needing done, and things like that. Just I mean, it's my team, and I have a lot of pride in what we do, and we try to do things to the best of our ability.
Do an absolutely unbelievable job, and not only that, man, but even snow removal and the weather. We've not really had any horrible weather yet, but even maybe the end of this week, man, it could come. You guys can help people out with that as well, can't you?
Yeah, well, I dodged a bullet. We were in the 2A finals this weekend, man. I was sweating bullets down there Saturday, or let's say, I guess Friday night. I was like, oh my goodness, I'm gonna have to drive all the way back to London, and drive all the way back to Owensboro. And I had all my guys, all my crews were all hands on deck, and I'm nervous, and I'm like, please God, for one time, if we don't need snow, because listen, I'm not gonna lie to you, this time of year, I need snow. That's I pay my bills through that, and for this one time, I was 4 hours away, and I'm like, man, just please, just not get us one time, and luckily it didn't do anything. But yeah, man, we do a ton of snow removal commercial. I'd love to help anybody we could, if they need it.
Yeah, I mean, that makes a it makes a huge difference, and I'm getting ready. I'm gonna put give me that cell number one more time, Josh.
It's 606-224-0715. They can get a hold of me there at any time. I've got my Dustle Don on Facebook page. I mean, not to brag, you can go to Google. You can Google us. All 5-star reviews. We've got over 100 something reviews, and um, which is something I'm really proud of. I've never had anything below a 5-star, and we've done a ton of work around the Tri-County area, and everywhere in the 13th region, really.
Yeah, and landscape, it's not like you just dig a hole and fill it with mulch and just grab branches somewhere and put it together. You get some good stuff. You got some good suppliers.
Yeah, we do. A lot of times, I have a lot of good suppliers here locally. Um, Sometimes, I'll even go down to about 5 hours away down to Tennessee and get some other stuff. They just naturally they have more variety and stuff than we do here. But Williams Nursery out in Kiwi, if anybody ever needs some really pretty plants there, or Cornet's Farm down off of Auger Springs down there in Kiwi, that's my two suppliers here. Those guys, they do a really really good job, and they keep me in beautiful plants to use.
Well, I kind of look at it, you and Cam, Cam's something else too. What a good kid, man. I mean,
Yeah,
you know what I mean? He's just great. I mean, I
yeah,
sat on the porch and talked to him. I probably slowed him down, but
that's okay.
you guys are kind of like artists. You think at it, you look at that. How fulfilling is it for you? Because man, I've seen some of your work, and I know what you did here. You look at something and you leave it better than you found it. Isn't that what we're supposed to do in life?
Yes, absolutely, man. That's something that God has given me, and he actually keeps it laid on my heart. I mean, I have a vision, and He's blessed me to give me a vision. That it's just something I naturally can look at and can do, and you're right. It's a very rewarding thing. Like this sounds so fake or so whatever, but like the money part to me is not is like the 10th most important thing to me. I like to make, Ronnie, and I'm not going to go into detail about it, but sentimentally, like I have a customer like you who, for a reason, they wanted to do it. And, I took a type of pride in that the entire time. Listen, man, it doesn't, there's things that just don't matter to me as long as my customer wants, gets what they want and they feel like, that, I'm a man of my word. If I tell you something, you can take it to the bank. Um, and I'm just going to do, I'm going to go above and beyond for anybody I can. That's just how God made me. And that's the way I've ran all of my businesses. And, I've always kind of had a motto, and I know this is unrealistic, but I never want once in my phone shops, in my in my I have several Airbnb properties in my landscape, and I never when our deal is done, if I completely lose, I don't want you walking away with a bad taste in your mouth. I'll take the loss before I let you do that. It's just I don't know, that's maybe that's stupid because you can't please everybody, but that's my goal.
Well, you've been blessed so far, man, and you've done a great job, there Les Dixon chiming in. Maxie is in the house.
Mm.
Uh, you know, he thinks a lot of you, old Les Dixon. I don't know if it was Les or Darren who came up with this idea for the 13th Region Media Network, man, but being able, like, for you to support this network, and then you get an opportunity not just support Bell County but north. I've mentioned kids from 15 or 20 of the teams here tonight that we just kind of love on those guys, and that's a big deal for you to be a part of that.
Listen, and I appreciate that, but I'm and in the grand scheme of things, what I do is oh, sorry, my dogs. It's very minute, but I can tell you this: what you guys do to bring recognition to the players, not just boys basketball, to everything you guys do, um, to bring recognition to a platform for our kids to to be heard of, to be seen, is something that's invaluable to me, that's priceless. And I hope you guys know that there's anybody who's like me, and there's a lot of me's out there. I think when you're talking in sports circles, I hope you guys know how much we appreciate that, because our kids need, man. At the end of the day, it ain't about us. It ain't about nothing we do.
Right.
If those kids can't go on and
Right.
be successful, we failed them. And it takes a village. It takes coaches. It takes parents. It takes school. It takes media guys. And that's why I feel like Coach Sizemore is always so open to you guys. He's never going to tell
Yeah.
you no, because he knows how valuable it is. You know, you never know who's watching, Ronnie. You never know who's reading. You never know who's looking. And we tell our kids that. Not just. I mean, when you enter a room, you always got to be on your toes, because you never know who's there, and it only takes one time, good or bad, to define the rest of your life. So the publicity and positive impacts you guys create is just an awesome thing.
Les Dixon, hardest worker I've been around, and I agree with him there. But Josh, what makes you different than the guy that's sitting behind Laurel County Detention Center, or the guy's doped up somewhere? What in your
There,
life? Who were the people in your life? What was it in your life that stuck with you as a young man that helped you be the man you are and the businessman today?
well, first off, I'm not going to hide it. The main difference in those guys and me is they probably done something stupid and they got caught, and I've done a lot of stupid and
Right.
didn't get caught. I
Me
mean,
too.
let's just be
Me too.
honest. Let's be honest with each other. Um, but Ronnie, I knew at a very, very, very young age I was going to break the cycle because I should be. I mean, I'm 45 years old. I'm no excuse, no sugar. I should be that guy in the jail, and things. But at a very young age, I knew I would tell God at night, if you'll just let me get old enough to be responsible enough to remove myself from the environment I'm in, I will make sure I'm never there. I'll never put my child there. And I'm going to be a shining light for. And listen, that's why I'm a basketball coach. Listen, Brad Sizemore don't need me over there Xing and O, and he's the best coach in this state if you ask me. But I want to be a positive influence and show kids, guys, no matter what, there's grown men who love you, who are always going to be there to
Yeah.
support you, because right, there's so much in this world right now that can go wrong for these kids. And we're only as good as our next minute, and I make sure every kid I'm around knows I love them. I care about them. If they're 25 years old and they're down on their luck, they're always going to be able to call me. I'll make sure I have a room in this house for them, till they can get straightened out. And it's just, that's the difference in me and anybody else. And is I chose to break the cycle, and sadly some of them become so enthralled in that cycle they become so wrapped up, and it catches them before they can get out of it.
Yeah, I think that's a good point. I say that, me being a pastor sometimes, just because I'm a pastor doesn't mean I've been perfect. And the
Yeah.
difference is grace and mercy sometimes that God gives us that we don't deserve. And I say all the time, if I had what I deserved, I'd have been in hell a long time ago.
Yeah,
It's
for
not
sure,
about
man.
what we deserve. And sometimes you just got to dig yourself out of it. And I want to say on a personal note, and I know I try not to get too emotional about it, but with what I've been through in my life, to have people like you, to have friends like you that have always been just a phone call away, and times that you just reached out to me randomly to check on me. Um, the older I get, I'm 50. I'll be 52 Tuesday, so I'm a little bit ahead of you. The smaller my circle gets, Josh Maxey, and you find out who your really true friends are when you go through adversity in life. And I'm forever indebted to you, friendship wise, man, just because of the friend that you've been to me personally in my hour of need. And I just want to publicly thank you for being the man you are.
Yeah, and Ronnie, you don't understand. We've had our conversations about how much you mean to me, and I mean the regard I hold you is as high as any man on this earth. But unfortunately, and I'm a victim of my own demise here. Um, Sometimes sports competition um, brings out the worst in us. Okay, some of the very best friends I have on this earth, if you judge them by watching them set up in a stand of a basketball game, you would think that's the worst human being on earth. That's just, and I feel like I've tried to get away from that, man, because when I was young, I never, I'm not throwing a pity party, but I was a nobody, and I always I thought, man, I found this platform of basketball, and it made me feel important, and made me feel like I was somebody. And man, when I started seeing a little success, and I coached some really good AAU teams, and things like that, I was like, man, this is my get back at everybody. And I would just be a complete jerk to people, and just big time people. And I'm nobody, man. I wasn't nobody then. I'm a nobody now, but life will have a funny way of humbling you. And I just, you know, just because you see somebody in a competitive environment, that's not who I mean, Ronnie, if I've seen who somebody probably thinks I can't stand them, if I've seen them on the side of the road, I'd be the first guy to pick them up. And it's just, I mean, you can't pay attention to me as a competitor because I love to win. But when it ain't in basketball or when it ain't in sports, man, I'm your guy who you want to get in that foxhole with because I want to fight with you. So,
Amen. And that's a well way. But same thing. I coach as well. You see me coach. I'm
yeah,
7th grade, and but I'm a pastor as well. And you can get competitive. And
yeah,
the bottom line is, the older we get, the more mature we get. And I know, as a grandfather, now I have these grandchildren. I'm a lot different person uh, that now than I would have been, coaching 7th grade 20 years ago, so to speak, being where I am. Josh, a good person and friends. He knows the game well. Douglas Phelps, saying hi to you tonight. So appreciate those comments, Doug. He sure is. But yeah, you're right. We can't judge it by just what happens on the court. We're going to be judged, by, at the end of the day, how we treat our fellow man. And you're a
that's
great
right.
man. And again, I just want to pump Dust Till Dawn. Josh, go over all your businesses. Let's just go over all of
Well,
them. Go ahead and give a
man,
quick
we'll
here.
go quick. I mean, I don't. It's nothing special, nothing. Of course, a lot of people know me. I have my cell phone repair shops, one stop phone shop. I have one here in London. I've had for 8 or 9 years now. I have my Middlesbrough store. If any kind of cell phone, iPad repairs, computer repairs, and anything like that, you can see that number is 606-657-2750. The lawn and landscaping business, Dust Till Dawn Lawn, I've built is we cover a lot of things, that we can do, is anything from mowing your grass to a full commercial landscape, curbing, anything like curbing. There's nobody really around here that does that besides me. And it's a really cool thing, and Ronnie, that you can see on the commercial you guys run. You can get a hold of me. It's 606-224-0715, or my son Cameron. I don't know. I can't remember his phone number anymore. I always have to ask him. We do that. And,
Well,
and
I've got
another
your
thing,
number up for everybody to see.
yeah. Another thing that this is maybe not as much locally, but something I've got into, and it was just as a hobby that I've really enjoyed lately, the last year or so. A lot of people like to visit Wildcat Off Road Park down in East Bernstead. I'm building an entire. This is cool, Ronnie. Let me share this with you. So I've put a couple of houses down there that I do as Airbnbs, but I'm building a community. It's really, really neat. So follow me here. It's going to be a community on this rather large piece of property with several cabins, several houses. It has like a huge it's going to have a huge entertainment area. Like, it's going to have a full court basketball court. It's going to have all kinds of outdoor sport activities. All these things with, like, it's surrounded by cabins, and we're going to have outdoor kitchens, and it's just going to be a really cool thing. And I want to do it, obviously in the peak seasons. I want to be able to do, like, obviously Airbnbs for customers. It's been really good. We've built it up. It's actually it's done really well. Even through this winter, I wasn't for sure how it was going to be, so but in the like fall times of the year, I want to be able to bring teams in. I want to do it as like a retreat, have guys like you come in, and people like that.
Wow.
And I'm going to do it free of charge for teams and stuff, and like have a team bonding experience for a weekend. And I want to offer it to all the teams in the 13th region and stuff, and just have good people come in, and successful people that can mentor kids and things like that. And I think it's going to be a really cool deal for that too.
Man, that is awesome. I knew you were dabbling, but I didn't realize it was going to be to that extent. That's big news.
Yeah, it's going to be a really cool idea. I just, that's just something, Ronnie, that God's blessed me with. I mean, no, just I've always wanted to do things like that, and financially stuff like that's hard. But we're finally. It took me my entire life not to live from paycheck to paycheck, but we're finally getting some traction, and I just want to give back.
Amen. Well, that's Josh Maxey, guys. There's his cell phone number on the screen. If there's anything he could do for you, even if it's not a business that he has, he's a good resource. He'll hook you in the right direction where he deals with so many different businesses. Josh, my friend, I love you, buddy. Thank you for taking the time.
Love
to be
you,
with
Ronnie.
us
I really
today.
appreciate you and everything you guys do. Have a good evening, okay?
You too. We'll talk soon.
Uh-huh.
All right. That's Josh Maxey, man. Class act there, Dust Till Dawn. We appreciate him being with us tonight. Been a great show. Appreciate all our guests that have been with us. Appreciate all of our sponsors that make it possible here on the L4 Security 13th Region Media Network. And we have them listed there on the top, and we'll run through them here in just a moment. But it's all about the kids, and that makes it great. I love being able to go to the sporting events and seeing the kids and getting them on here. They get a little nervous sometimes. Get the coaches on here, a chance, an opportunity to brag on their kids. It's always a great time. So for Les Dixon and Darren Spencer, this is Ronnie Smith thanking you for being with us tonight here on the L4 Security 13th Region Media Network. We'll have the game of the week next week. I think we're going to have 2 games of the week. We'll talk about that a little bit later in the week, and then we'll be back on same time, same place next week. God bless you. Hope you have a wonderful night. We hope you've enjoyed Martin's Peterbilt presentation of the game of the week. Brought to you by Martin's Peterbilt of London, Kentucky. Your local Farm Bureau agents, Donovan and Jimmy Storm. Restyles Consignment Store on Ford Street in Corbin. Sierra Swords and the good folks at Heritage Pharmacy in Williamsburg. Wildcat Harley Davidson in London, Kentucky. Your local Allstate agent, Zach Davison from Corbin. The L4 Security Group in London, Kentucky. Your premier dish provider, American Cable. Lonnie Collins and the Store of Lily. Clayton Mobile Homes of London, Kentucky. Dust Till Dawn, lawn and landscaping and curb appeal. Aikens Construction and Excavation. All sponsors of the game of the week here on the L4 Security 13th Region Media Network.
Hello, Knox County. My name is Bobby Jones, and I am honored to announce my candidacy as a Republican for the office of Knox County Sheriff. I am the son of the late Bobby and Pauline Jones. My paternal grandparents were Cy Bear Jones and Eulela Calebs Jones of Green Road. My maternal grandparents were Arthur Vaughn and Pearl Lawson Vaughn of Woolham. I have deep roots here, and Knox County has always been home to me. I'm married to Leslie Jones. Together we're blessed with 3 beautiful daughters, Emma Jones, Reagan Mills and husband Brady, Lily Jones, and grandson Drake. At the age of 17, I joined the Army National Guard, where I proudly served for over 23 years, to include more than 21 years of active duty. Many people knew me as the National Guard recruiter, but I served in many different roles. After retiring from the Guard, I was able to follow my childhood dream of becoming a law enforcement officer. During my almost decade of policing, which it didn't take that long, I got to see the devastation that illegal drugs had on our families, our community, seeing the people that it was taking way too soon. If elected sheriff, I plan to wage a full-scale fight against illegal drugs using a threefold approach. Helping addicts get treatment and recovery support no matter how many attempts it takes. Our people are worth it. Shutting down drug dealers by putting them in jail or running them out. Illegal drugs will not be tolerated in our county. Establishing the chaplain corps, reaching out to our pastors across Knox County to provide spiritual and emotional support for addicts, families, or anyone in crisis 24 hours a day. As sheriff, I will demand professionalism, respect, and dedication from every deputy. My deputies will be in uniform, and they will serve with pride, and they will share the love of the people of this county. I will also lead from the front. I will be on the work schedule, including nights and weekends, as a 24-hour sheriff who is approachable, reachable, and committed to serving the citizens of Knox County, from Barberville to Corbin. I humbly ask for your vote. Together we can build a safer, stronger Knox County.